bow, 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 bow. Cha 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 bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another One Piece recap. Today we are talking about episode 1117. And this was another calm little episode. No, nothing too crazy. I'll move this over here as I have some stuff to talk to you guys about today. So, episode 1116 was a calm little episode. We had two banger episodes back to back, so it makes sense. We got two calm little episodes now. The way this is going, probably gonna have another calm little episode. I'm sorry, but I apparently have a cricket in my house. I don't know where it is coming from. I hope that's not too annoying for y'all. Anyways, the show must go on, as they say. Anyways, so today's episode, we pick up with, I'm glad they didn't do this, because sometimes One Piece likes to tease you and then not tell you. So, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we're going to tell you what happened next episode, and they didn't, and then they just go somewhere else. But this time, we keep going. So, this episode, we come back with, what's his name? Sabo, Dragon, and Ivankov, and they're talking about, they start talking about what happened at the Reverie. So, first things first, Sabo was like, yeah, all right. So, when we went to Reverie, we had three goals. One, we wanted to declare war against Mirajois and the Celestial Dragons. Two, free the slaves and free Kuma. And three, if I'm not mistaken, I believe was to start an uprising in some of the nations. So, which they accomplished all their goals except for free Kuma. Last time we saw Kuma was in like crazy protocol mode and was trying to attack. He was trying to climb back up to Mirajois again, I believe. Give me 1 second. This shit's annoying me. Ugh. Bitch! Where the fuck you at? Just shut up for like a couple minutes. Let me finish this live. All right. Swear. All right. Anyways, all right. I'm back. All right. What was I saying? Yeah. So free the slaves. They weren't able to free Kuma because last time we saw Kuma, all right. Last time we saw Kuma was climbing up the thing to, I believe he was trying to go back to Mirajois. That's the last time we saw Kuma. What else? Yeah, so those were the three main goals. And then they're like, all right, cool. You know, we had that happen. Ivankov was like, yeah, you know, we did everything. We did your thing. Blase, blah. But what about this paper, though? And the new paper said you killed King Cobra. You care to elaborate on what happened here, young blood? And Dragon was like, yeah, so, you know, kind of like our world today, you know. It was like, Dragon was like, we got a bunch of kings and monarchs in these different countries. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But whatever you did at the Reverie, it worked. Because we had 8 nations rise up against Celestial Dragons. They stopped. I forgot about this, but each nation had to pay a tax to the Celestial Dragons, and they had to send resources up to Celestial Dragons. The Celestial Dragons think they all that in a bag of chips because they be up there on that fucking mountaintop eating all good, breathing their great air and whatnot. Meanwhile, they stealing from all the other kingdoms in the world. So they got 8 nations. I don't know how many nations are in total in the One Piece world, so I don't know if that's a big amount of nations or a small amount of nations. That's never been made clear, but nevertheless, something's better than nothing. So they got those 8 nations to stop sending money and to stop funding them celestial dragons resources. And they're like, we hope it worked because we got basically how you gonna stop a big corporation from doing what they do? You gotta hit them where it hurts. Like Disney trying to do all this bullshit with Marvel. And why did they stop doing what they were doing? Because you hit them where it hurts. The money, their bread, their pockets. So they were like, all right, cool. We're going to hit them in the where it hurts. Where we know it's going to hurt, we're going to hit them in their pockets. Right? So, like I said, I don't know how many countries are on One Piece, but 8 of however many countries are on One Piece. Stop sending them money, stop sending them resources. So like, yeah, that's going to make a dent. And they're like, all right, cool. So, so then Sabo starts going in what happened in the Reverie. So we get into the Reverie. We see that they blew up their food reserves, and they've now declared war against the Celestial Dragons. And then you see various, I think we see 2 of the captains. We see the cat dude with the jetpack. No, we see three of the captains. We didn't see the marching lady. But I remember in the flashback, she was at some countries trying to recruit people to Revolutionary Army. So I don't know if she's there or not. But I think they did mention in the beginning of the episode that there was all 4 of the captains from the Revolutionary Army there. Anyways, besides the point. Anyways, so from what we see Crow Dude, which apparently his fruit was the soot fruit. I don't know if that's a Paramecia or Logia. He kind of acts like a Logia. Because man just turns into soot. But he favors crows / ravens. Don't know what that's all about, but be cool. I like him though. So we see him first. He's freeing up some slaves. Then we see Cat Dude. Cat Dude's freeing up some slaves, and then we see the giant burly dude, who's wearing a skirt, he's wearing like a mini skirt, which I don't even want to picture what that looks like. Wait, like if you were in the world of One Piece and you see man's a giant. And he's wearing like a mini skirt type thing, and no shirt, mini skirt, and he's overweight. He's like an overweight ass dude. I don't think that's a pretty sight for people. Anyways, besides the point. Anyways, so we see them 3 going around freeing slaves and whatnot, and then. Oh, sorry. I just remembered. Going back to Sabo, Dragon, and Ivankov, they're like, I think shortly after whatever they did, the Lulusia nation got wiped off the map. And the government hasn't reported on it. And while I was watching the episode, I remembered, I don't know how many episodes ago now, but I think we saw that black figure person dude do something, and next thing you know, a beam of light came from the sky and is like just obliterated like the whole island. So I'm guessing Sabo saved who he could, and I believe that was one of the 8 countries that stopped paying basically taxes and sending up resources. So now they got 7 nations now, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. They didn't go into specifics of how or who may have destroyed the island. So I was kind of quiet at that point. Then we go into that. Anyway, now let's go back to the captains. So the captains out there freeing the slaves. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I did miss something very important. Okay, going back to Dragon and Sabo. So they're like, they tell us, Ivankov is like, yo, Flame Emperor Sabo. It's a fire-ass nickname. Sabo's like, I don't like the nickname. I'm like, bro, that's a fire-ass nickname, though. Flame Emperor Sabo. Like, Flame Emperor Sabo, she was like telling him, they, them, I don't know. Ivankov was telling him, yeah, you're the #1 target right now. So you got a big-ass target on your back. And then Dragon said something about based on what you did and the fact that your mission was a success, they're probably going to send out the Holy Knights. I'm like, hold the front door. I'm like, hold, pause, 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 pause. The Holy who? I'm like, so you telling me these people got the Marines, they got the Cypher Pole, and they also have this other entity called the Holy Knights? I could be wrong, but for you anime only watchers and for the manga people, manga readers who have self-control, has there ever been a mention of the Holy Knights before this moment? Because as far as I remember, I don't remember them talking about nothing about no Holy Knights. I'm all like, what are we in? What are we in? Seven Deadly Sins? I'm like, Holy Knights? Holy who now? All right, so Holy Knights. All right, cool. So we got. I can only imagine there's some more powerhouses. So I'm like, God damn. Which I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because if they've been, if the Celestial Dragons have been ruling for however long they've been ruling, they probably amassed a bunch of people to protect them, which is crazy. I'm interested to see how Luffy and the Straw Hats play into all of this. Because this is only like one side of the war the Marines are fighting. The Marines are like, all right, we got this, we got to deal with fucking pirates, we got to protect the peace here, blah, blah, blah. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm good. Oh, that was an interesting sneeze. Anyways, but yeah, I feel bad for the Marines. I see why Son Goku's hair turned gray all of a sudden because I can only imagine the amount of stress he's going through. I can only imagine. Sakazuki, good luck to you, bro. I don't like you anyway, so fuck you. Anyways, yeah. So it's something about the Holy Knights, and I'm like, okay. New players have arrived on the board. A new challenger has entered the chat. So I'm interested to see who those people are going to be. Like I said, I'm assuming they're powerhouses. Let me see. Did I miss anything else? Anything else? Okay. So yeah. So going back to the recap of what happened at the Reverie. So yeah, you had those three captains that we saw. I don't know if the red chick with the red coat, the chick with the red coat was there, but I think they said all four of them were there, but we only saw those three. So the crow dude, Mr. Itachi, I don't know his name right now. Itachi Crow dude. After he frees his slave, he senses the haki of, I don't remember his name. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't remember his name, but the plant dude that came out at the end of Wano that Shanks bitched, yeah, he was there, and I believe his name is Fujitora. But the gravity animal. So you got the plant animal, the gravity animal on Mirajois. And the dude sensed that, and he's like, he went over to the cat dude, was like, all right, we got some powerful enemies coming. Make sure to hurry up with fleeing the slaves. I'm gonna take care of them. So he goes and he starts fighting Gravity Dude. Nothing crazy really happens. Itachi Crow sent some crows, and Gravity Dude sliced and diced them. I think that was about it. Then the giant dude with the miniskirt started fighting the plant dude. Plant dude turned into his, big Hulk form, so he could fight the giant. And as he's fighting him, one of the Celestial Dragons looks at him. Hey, if I get hurt today, you're gonna die. I'm like, nigga, if you don't want to get hurt, just get the fuck out the way. Like, I swear, these people. Oh, I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. A bunch of spoiled brat ass motherfuckers. Like, think of the most spoiled, bratish person you've ever met, right? And just imagine a whole country filled with that type of people. I don't know how they do it. Could have been me. I don't know if I could have served these people because god damn, the entitlement is crazy. Anyways, yeah, so he yells at him. I was like, yeah, blah blah blah. Plant dude was like, damn, I can't really fight like that because I don't want to hurt people. And then this part got me laughing. As Gravity Dude's fighting the Itachi Crow guy, right? He starts charging up, and he's not too far away from the plant guy. The plant guy looks at him like, "Yo, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm calling the meteor." He's like, "Yo." I was like, "Yo, it's called a meteor." Mind you, this is battle taking place in Marishwa. This is where the celestial dragons live. And Maz is like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm calling a meteor down." I was like, "Yo, Maz really don't give a fuck." Which I like him though, because he is about doing things the right way. So I commend him for that. I just thought that was hilarious. I'm gonna bring down a meteor. It's meteor time. That's funny. I believe that's where that stops. And then what happens next? So from the outskirts of Marishwa, you see some people talking. And we've learned that they're Cypher Pole? Yeah, Cypher Pole. And it is Cypher Pole. I'm gonna just use this abbreviation. A CP9 it's the CP people, and the CP9 from back in Enies Lobby's arc. Basically, everybody done got upgraded to CP0, which is like the highest tier, because it's the highest tier because they no longer wearing they're no longer wearing black suits. They're wearing white suits because they all regal and shit. I was kind of mixed seeing them. Again, we saw all of them except for Lucci and Kaku. Oh, and the what's her name? Strussi, the one that betrayed them. We see them except for those three, right? So we see them and they're like, I guess we can't really help. And then I think they dipped. I want to say they dipped because they we can't really help right now. Then we pan over to Sabo. Sabo's looking for keys, and he's telling them, "Yeah, I'm gonna find the keys, and then I'm gonna save Kuma." And then he's like, "Oh, also to one of the motherfuckers." Okay, so one of them, Celestial Dragon motherfuckers, saw Shirahoshi. If you don't remember who Shirahoshi is, she is the giant mermaid daughter of King Neptune from the Fishman Island arc, right? And if you remember, I believe she's the key to one of the ancient weapons. But what this Celestial Dragon just sees, he's like, "Giant mermaid! I want a giant mermaid!" He tries to get him the first time, but I forget who slapped the shit out of him. It's crazy because it was another Celestial Dragon. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're not all bad. I don't remember which Celestial Dragon it was, but no. So the one that wants the giant mermaid is the one that Luffy punched. If I'm not mistaken, it's the one that Luffy punched the shit out of. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The one Luffy punched the color out of. The most epic, one of the more epic punches in One Piece. The most satisfying punch in One Piece. Man does not learn his lesson. So someone else came, one of his other Celestial Dragon buddies came and slapped the shit out of him and told him, that's not how we act. And now he's coming back again to go after Shirahoshi again, but now he has, I'm assuming Kuma, because they're all referring to him as Kuma's cyborg body. And he's like, yeah, with this power, I could get my mermaid. I'm just like, this guy doesn't know when to quit. God damn, entitled ass niggas. Get on my nerves. Anyways, so yeah, he's going there. And then we cut to, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, one dude wants Shirahoshi. Yeah. All right, cool. So after that, we pan to Vivi walking down some stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs, we see a familiar figure. It's Rob Lucci, and he tells her, "Where are you going? Go back to your room. I can't." She looks at him and tells him, "Bitch, look here, pal. You ain't protecting shit." When Shirahoshi was about to be kidnapped by fucking the Celestial Dragons, y'all ain't do shit. I don't trust nobody but Vice Admiral Garp. And he's just looking like, she left the speechless. He ain't say nothing. He was like, "Yeah, you right." He's like, "I only trust Vice Admiral Garp because that motherfucker trying to kidnap the mermaid princess, and he's gonna try it again. I know these motherfuckers. He's gonna try it again, and you ain't protect her then. You ain't gonna protect her in the future. So I want Garp." High key, low key, she put a Karen on his ass. Yeah, she put a Karen on his ass. But yeah, I want to speak to Garp. I don't know if she knows that Garp is Luffy's grandpa. But if she does, it makes sense. That's why she wants Garp. If she doesn't, then she must know that Garp is reliable. Either way, she wants Garp. And that was a calm little scene. But it was hilarious because Rob Lucci had nothing to say after he told him go to your room. Oh shit! I'm trying to think. Also, change thought. Yes. So after that happens, we cut to Pell and some other dude. I don't remember his name. The only reason I know Pell is because he's the motherfucker that was supposed to die in that explosion. One of the bigger plot holes in One Piece. I can admit it. But him and some other dude are escorting King Cobra, and he's supposed to be meeting with the 5 Elder Stars. And yeah, he's excited. He's in a wheelchair and he's coughing, so he seems very sick. I remember he was healthy, but I could have been mistaken. Maybe I'm confused with someone else. Like I said in the other joint, One Piece has so many characters. It's crazy, but I love it. The world building is immaculate. As long as I can recognize who the characters are, I'm cool. I know who's who. But yeah, so he's going to see the 5 Elder Stars. He's in a wheelchair. He seems very sick. So now I'm like, okay. We're getting to how he died and whether or not it was Sabo. I'm assuming it's not. Like, I never believed it was Sabo to begin with, so I'm like, okay, this must have been some type of frame job. So we're assuming we're getting into the story of how that happens. So they roll up to the front door. You see some fucking guards there, and they're like, "Halt! Only King Cobra is allowed to pass." Pell's like, "Yeah, but he's in poor health." Blah, blah, blah. King Cobra's like, "Nah, it's fine. I've been waiting my life to meet with the 5 Elder Stars. Ain't no sickness or a little bit of immobility gonna stop me now." And he's like, "All right, let's go." He's like, "Yo, I don't know why, but I think my daughter's up to some bullshit. Go protect her while I'm here. Shouldn't take too long, but she's up to some bullshit. She's gonna get us in trouble. Go look after her, because I know she's gonna get her ass in trouble." Man knows his daughter, because like I said in the previous scene when I was discussing, she was low-key about to get her. She's low-key trying to get her ass in trouble. And then that's what episode cuts. So many questions are answered. No, so many questions have arise with this. I'm just like, bruh. This episode is like a perfect example of what I said last time. Man be answering questions, but then be including more questions. Because now I'm like, okay, this might be irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I think I had a bigger question. I can't think of it right now. I forgot to write it down. Make a note of it. But one of my questions from this episode is like, okay, how the fuck did all these people become CP0 after they? Because, okay, I don't think this was ever answered, but the incident in Annie's lobbies, from the government's perspective, right, is a complete and total failure by CP9. So how the fuck did they get promoted to CP0? That's what I want to know. Because if I remember correctly, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, at Annie's lobby, they had Nico Robin in their grasp, and they had the Straw Hats there. The Straw Hats burned the world government flag, declaring war on just everybody, and then proceeded to kick CP9's ass, take Robin, and escape. So there were no victories. And as far as I remember, they didn't kill anybody. So in my eyes, that is a huge failure in the eyes of the leadership, because they destroyed the fucking Tower of Justice, whatever the fuck it was called at the time, burned the flag, declared war, took the most wanted fugitive or one of the most wanted like if there was a world government top 10 most wanted list, I'm pretty sure Nico Robin was on the top 10 most wanted list, because Dragon's like number one, and I'm pretty sure there's other people, but I'm sure Nico Robin's like one of the people on that list. Took one of their top 10 most wanted people on the list and escaped. And you're telling me those same people got promoted to CP0? Again, I am an anime only watcher. Please do not tell me what's happened in the manga. I will get there when the anime gets there. I do not care. I am reading the manga. I'm still on chapter 1. I've only read chapter 1. And it's been like that for 3 months. I don't know what to tell you. Reading's not for me. But my question still stands. How the fuck they get promoted? Even if you want to say, wow, like Lucci, I'm assuming Lucci got stronger because we saw his awakening. I'm assuming they all got stronger. But do they think they're strong enough to beat the Straw Hats again if they encounter them again? Or are they just that strapped for resources that they had to promote them? I don't know. It's an interesting question. Interesting question for sure. But yeah. Again, left on the cliffhanger, but it was a calm little episode. Gave us a little bit of lore of what happened on the island. We got to see a little bit of the captains exhibit their, not really, we didn't see them exhibit their skills, but we see that they're somewhat on par with the admirals. Maybe. They just started fighting, people like, feeling each other out and whatnot. But it seems like they're on par with the fighting, with the admirals. It seems. Because I feel like someone like Usopp would have been one hit KO'd. But yeah, that's where we left off. I started this because I thought these were going to be some fire episodes and I wanted to react to them and whatnot. But they've been calm little episodes, but it is what it is. Overall, solid episodes. We're back into the world. We're building up the world a little bit, seeing what's happened since the Straw Hats have been doing what they've been doing. Overall, it's been solid. There's a bug here, motherfucker. I get him. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. Solid world building. We're getting to see how things are progressing without the Straw Hats' direct involvement in things. I'm excited. These were calm little. These 11, 16, 11, 17 were calm little episodes. I don't know if next week's gonna be fire or not. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm excited. So I know Oda's trying to wrap things up, but I know the anime and the manga are kind of close. I don't know how close. So but we did have a filler episode last week, so there shouldn't be another filler episode. Hopefully, anytime soon. It wasn't even a filler; it was just a recap episode. Yeah. If there's another recap episode, I might do something else. But yeah, stay tuned. I have yet to watch season 7 of My Hero Academia, so I'm probably gonna make some videos on that. This channel slowly turns into an anime channel, but I'm also gonna be doing basketball as well. Season's about to start in about very soon. We're in September right now, so give or take about a month from now. Yeah, if you like the video and you'd like to follow me as I do other stuff and talk other basketball stuff, yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, make sure you like the video. Comment, share with me your thoughts. Actually, maybe don't do that. Don't do that because I might not read comments because I don't trust these manga niggas not to spoil shit. So yeah, just like and subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, sure. I'm probably there's a good chance I might not read it just because I want to stay away from spoilers. But yeah, thank you all for watching and listen to me ramble. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.